Welcome to the magical luxury coach ride straight to hell. I'm Magic, and this is Magic's Monologue. It's time for men to lead in the rejection of the concept of toxic masculinity, which in my view is an intellectual farce. Most men at our core know it's an ideologically agenda-based term, since the forces of false equality never seem to talk about toxic femininity with the same equal vehemence. The term toxic masculinity was coined in the 1980s by Professor Shepard Bliss. It has been deliberately used by the female-centric media and their allied forces to obfuscate the lines of what honest masculinity is. Now, it has been twisted, redefined as an abusive male who puts his hands on a good woman and abuses his children. When you have communities or families led by moral, principled, masculine men, you have safer environments. Masculinity helps good men lead the family and the community. It protects the women from those who would put their hands on them. Masculinity provides security for children and raises them with needed boundaries, concepts of respect and discipline. Masculinity fearlessly makes it clear you come into my country, my community, or my home and disrespect me and mine, you will at best be corrected, at worst dealt with as a threat. The agenda has always been about creating weak men. When you have feminized young males who do not have a positive male to teach them what it means to be a man, you create weak men. Once you have weak men, before long, you have the breakup of the family. When you have the breakup of the family, you create a culture of single mothers, which the government encourages, promotes, and even pays women to do. This action has led to a large body of literature showing that children of single mothers are more likely to commit crimes than children who grew up with married parents. This is true not just in the United States, but wherever the issue has been researched. For experts including Professor Philip Cohen, they don't dispute this. A study of Wisconsin juveniles was even more stark. Only 13% grew up with their married parents. Here's the conclusion. Cynthia Harper and Sarah McLanahan, researchers on single parenthood, quote, "Controlling for income and all other factors, youths in father-absent families, mother only, mother, stepfather, relatives other, still had significantly higher odds of incarceration than those from mother-father-led families." Dr. Gabriella Gabi, McGill University, and Francis Blamlico Center for Addiction and Mental Health published in the journal Cerebral Cortex the following, and I quote, "Growing up without a father could permanently alter the structure of the brain and produce more children who are more aggressive and angry. Children brought up only by a single mother have a higher risk of developing deviant behavior, including drug abuse, the new research suggests." If we stand outside a supermax prison, and I asked you, why do you think most of the men are in there? Many of you would say, because they killed or harmed someone. And I would say, wrong. Rape and murder are what they're convicted of, and it's not the reason they're actually there. What led many of them there to their fate is their mental, feminine, bitch-ass ways. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying they're homosexuals. What I'm saying is 80 to 90% of the men in prison were raised by women. Therefore, they have female emotional inclinations, which makes them dangerous to society. Why? Because they usually live in their feelings, like most women, and are governed by what they feel at that moment. This leads to them killing someone over how they feel. A properly taught masculine male has control because he knows his feelings are not reality, and tomorrow he may not feel that way, but that guy he killed will still be dead. This is why the first thing boys are taught by their traditional male role models is to control their feelings. Think before speaking, and think again before acting. This, gentlemen and ladies, is why masculinity and men matter. G. Michael Hoff, in his post-apocalyptic book, Those Who Remain, said, "Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create hard times." In the comment section below, list off other positive contributions masculinity creates. And of course, join this community, share this video, give a thumbs up and a subscribe. Until next time.